Yo, what is up, everybody? It is the 10th, 2019, and this is take 3 for the weekly charting video. So glad you're here. Let's get right into it. I was shooting this video earlier, and then I wanted to have it ready right when the market opened, and then the dollar Swiss just like took off. Bunch of stops taken out, stop hunt big time, and then I got distracted, cooked dinner and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you're seeing me for the first time, 1, I appreciate you. 2, thanks for watching. And 3, click the links below for more information, man. We have an awesome VIP group, and we have a pretty cool free group too. In my VIP group, my training, I've compiled the skills and techniques that I use and have made a community around it, and it's very cool. I send out signals as well and also manage accounts. So I do a bunch of stuff, and I'm trading all day long. And I'm not going to get into a psychology video. I started thinking of some stuff to go on a rant right there, but I'm not going to even go there. So let's just get into some analysis. But what I was going to say, all right. You see a bunch of people out there on Instagram or whatever flossing and doing all kinds of shit. Most people that are trading, man, are trading, working their asses off. Like real traders, entrepreneurs, people that are really trying to get after it. I'm just trying to come up, man, and so I'm working my butt off. Let me put it that way. And you should too. If that's what you're about, man, please come to my group because yeah, I want some successful people in there, and also it helps me to navigate the markets as well, because then we can all work together and look off the same analysis, and everybody interprets it different. So I guess what I go with that is let's grind it out this week. How about that? So I'm excited. It's going to be a good week, and let's share my screen here. It's like 9:30 at night. You know what I mean? Still shooting videos. And speaking of which, I'm for all the people that are in my group, I've been saying this for a while. It's just been taking a while to formulate everything, but redoing the training, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be really, really good. So I'm super excited about that. First of all, let's go over the charts that I added to the VIP group, so you can see the still charts. Here is the VIP chat group for anybody that's curious what that looks like. And here is our signal channel. This is what signals look like. I send out charts, send out different updates. I was stoked on my fitness goals that I made. I think it's super important to stay active, stay fit, eat healthy, take care of your body so you can take care of your mind and spirit. It reflects in your trading. And I know that from my own experience. So this is the pound dollar. And man, I think I've been saying this for a while, and I'm going to continue to say it. I think we're all out. I don't know how long I have to say it. I think we're all out reversal territory from this giant downtrend coming down from this double top here. And I think the biggest thing, I'll be able to stop saying it once we get a bounce off this trend line here. So we have this downtrend line. It's kind of a channel here on a bigger time frame. You can see the divergence going on. It's just massive. And so we bounced off this 23.6. And, this is long term. It's not going to happen this week. It'd be crazy if it did. I mean, the pound is a fast mover. But, yeah, so I think a push up to 1.34, as long as we stay above here. And then the next stop's down here, but this we have a double bottom as well. One touch off the support, 2. And we're making our way up. This is just a bigger time frame, so it takes a while. Euro USD is just some nasty trading. just a big range. We're approaching this trend line here. I think we're going to see a weak dollar this week. I'm really hoping so. I mean, surprised about last week because the Federal Reserve, you know, they said they're going to no rate hikes for the foreseeable future, but you can see we're on this big level of support here. And, you know, if we stay above this trend line, now if we drop below this trend line, that's going to be pretty bearish for Euro USD. But more than likely, I think we're going to see a bit of a bounce here. So, you know, we're at a make or break point for the pound dollar, right? If this breaks down, man, that's going to really strengthen the dollar. And if this breaks down, I mean, it's going to be $1 a week. That's for damn sure. But we've already broken out of this ascending wedge here on the dollar Swiss, which there's a huge move, which I mentioned, like 2 minutes into Asian session, right when the market opened this week. And I'll pull that up right now. And this kind of tells me that maybe we're not going to have a strong dollar. There we go. And look at this huge, massive spike of death right here, okay? Broke down. And this kind of clues me in that stops are being taken out before we get a move lower. You know, the Swiss National Bank is somewhat notorious for market manipulation. And, you know, that you can't call this move anything but pure market manipulation. So here's that. So you can see I'm in a sell here. Here's the death spike. Here's the ascending wedge. Broken down for sure. I mean, a retest of here is a possibility. We have our stop loss above the top of this ascending wedge. So stop loss is, you know, good risk to reward here. And if we are making our fanning trend lines, you can see we are now we're in this zone, right? So now I have my fanning trend lines, so I can section things off. Now if we get a break below here, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Break and then a retest and then a drop is going to be very good. So draw these lines on your charts, especially the people in my group that kind of want to have the same look at the market as me. And I can see my face like all white. I have like 4 computer screens pointed at me right now. But yeah, and this is the other clue for dollar weakness. And the last key to the puzzle, here's the dollar index. And, you know, we had this huge rally in the dollar last week that caught everybody off guard. And we're trying to break above this this resistance level here. But RSI is super divergent. Super divergent. There we are. Cluing us in on a downward move, right? Now we can really see it when we zoom out of here. And this is on an hourly chart. I prefer the 4-hour for more in-depth analysis, or at least a better view of like what's going on in the macro. But you can see this resistance level is pretty serious. And touches right there. Be able to illustrate it pretty well with this. There we go. Now, if we get above this level of resistance, yeah, here we are at the 23.6. That's going to be the next target. But we've been having a hard time at this level. And I'm really hoping for a weak dollar, and that's what my trades reflect as well. And here we are on daily chart. And so here's our inverted head and shoulders. We've been in this pattern for a long time, for sure. For this people in my group that were here when we were trading this. There we go. Charts get a little switched around. I don't know how the trend lines move like that, but so we had this uptrend and a, clear trend line break here, right? So what's going on? We're still on the underside of this trend line, and we're hitting up against this resistance, right? And we have these Fibonacci levels right above. So, I mean, we have this broken trend line as a barrier. We have this resistance level as a barrier. And we have divergent RSI. And you can see that very plainly on this on the 4-hour chart. When I'm looking at divergence, by the way, all this stuff, if you're just watching this from seeing me on Instagram, I teach all these methods in my training course as well. So yeah, more in depth, much more in depth. But so this is telling me, hey man, this is starting to lose its strength. This looks like a big possibility. And what I would say, probability. And if we get a move, this type of move, there's going to be two scenarios. A small move lower, right? And then a big enough bounce to get that momentum to push above this level of resistance, then to test that 23.6 Fibonacci level. Now, but that's not what I'm looking for. I would really love this to happen and a continuation into the into this 50 or this 61.8, which would be the money area. And then that's going to make, this is going to make it time to start buying dollars again. And, by looking at a little zooming out, that looks pretty probable, right? W, M, not that the market just zigzags the whole time, but it kind of zigzags the whole time. So those are two things that I'm seeing for the dollar index. So to wrap it all up, I think I sent out a chart for UJ as well. And I'm in a sell position here because we haven't been able to break this 110.22 level. On the other hand, we haven't been able to break this lately, right? 109.5-ish, even 109.6. And we're in such a tight little trading range here, which would make for some good scalping, but really the volume hasn't been there in UJ, and it's been trading really, really slow, which I would prefer to scalp something that's going to be moving a lot faster, like the dollar peso. And you know what? Let's look at the dollar peso. Since I've been talking about it on my Instagram and stuff, I wouldn't recommend trading this if you are a beginner trader. Wow, so I had this set up. Like I said, the trend lines jump around. I don't get it. So we've broken back inside here, but I think this triangle looks more like this now. We tried to break down, and it just got rejected, right? And then we have this big bar right here. And so if we break to the upside, we got a lot of room to go. We've just been trading tight in here for a while, and it's just getting tighter and tighter, really, which makes some good scalping if you got some good skills. But try to get in there at the top, selling at the top, and buying down here at the bottom. Now, beware if you're putting in a buy and then this breaks down. Better be prepared to do some sort of hedge or just cut your losses and wait till you retest this trend line. But I think the best thing you can do is buy dips on this, because look at this divergence here. This looks a lot like a bearish pennant, but we've bounced on this trend line for a long time, since March 2018. So I think a move to the upside is much more probable, and 19.5 would be an excellent target. And then super, oh dude, that would be very profitable on my managed account trades that I have going on right now. But even just doing quick trades on it and buying dips, it's going to be super profitable. But that being said, it moves super fast, and it takes up a lot more margin, and the spreads are going to be a lot bigger too, because it's an exotic currency. So be careful. Maybe test it out on a demo account for all of my beginner traders out there, because it's not like trading Euro USD. That is definitely for sure. So to wrap it up, let's take a look. Now we're looking for this to kind of give way to this RSI divergence here. Time will tell in New York session in the morning. Now, if we get a break lower, then that's going to mean a bounce off this trend line here, and we'll see the euro start to rally a bit. If we get and then in terms of cable, that would mean a bounce off this downtrend line, and it can, a straight up breakout, retest, and then a move higher, which would be ideal. But on the other hand of that, if we do get a continuation and then a retest of this level, which is the 23.6, then we could see the euro breaking down. Well, we would see the euro breaking down below here. Now you can see this is a good example of the zoning off the quadrants. And now you can really tell this is just like, man, it's like a pressure cooker in there. It's straight up like a pressure cooker. Something's about to pop. And I'm hoping for a move to the upside personally. You can see we've just gone sideways for a while. Here's the big downtrend, and now we're just waiting for a move. But I still think, hey, when I look at it like that on this weekly chart, maybe not so much, but on this weekly chart, this kind of I've talked about this before, but this kind of looks like a shoulder ahead, maybe another shoulder, inverted head and shoulders. I don't know. We'll see. But I like this trend line. I like the support level because it's been holding this far, and also we have some divergence down here on the 4-hour Euro USD. And we can see how we're just inching up here too. Now here's the daily chart. I mean, that's some big time divergence, right? Boom. So it should be a great week. There's the 1 hour. And let's just take one more look at the dollar index. And I just really want to, for all, especially all the new people, really just illustrate by going back and forth how these charts, how these all correlate with one another. Dollar index being a measure of the dollar strength as it's weighted against the other currencies. And the euro is 50% of that. So you can tell why this has rallied so much is because inversely the euro is breaking down. Dude, I'm giving away so much awesome value on these vids. So give a like if you want. I'd appreciate it because so here we are on the 4 hour, and this, just hanging with me 1 second. I just really want to illustrate this point of the correlation here. Nice and green, and bull bear candle, nice and red. Okay, right, so here's 4 hour euro breakdown. And here's the 4 hour dollar index, right? So you can see this just huge rally, big breakdown. They are very, very, very correlated. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of actually trippy. But this is going up and this is going down. So keep an eye on the dollar index if you want to know what's going on with Euro USD or pounds dollar, because pounds, you know, right behind there, right behind euro. And we got some nice divergence going on here as well. So I hope that made sense. My big focus is going to be the dollar this week. You know, there's a lot going on with the other crosses, and I will be doing some more videos tomorrow or day after, going into more Aussie dollar and New Zealand dollar. So that being said, you know what? We are in a New Zealand, we're in Kiwi dollar trade. So let's take a look at that signal trade. We just hit first take profit. Retracing back here. And this is going to offer another nice buying opportunity, actually. And I'm a big breakout trader too. Love trading breakouts. And here we are. Breakout and retest. Now, if this holds right here and then starts to move upward, then that's just a great final, it's late, man, final sign of a turnaround, because this thing's broken down super hard. But this is a pretty significant level right here. You can see support, 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 a lot of fractals going on. This is why I use the fractals personally. So clusters, let's start seeing things in clusters, you know, in patterns. So yeah, I like this trade as well. All right, everybody, let's have an awesome week, and I will see you all in the chat room. And if you haven't got there yet, click the links below, give it a thumbs up, comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and give me a shout out. Say what's up in the comments, and so I know who's watching. That'd be kind of cool. But all right, everybody, let's have an awesome trading week, and I appreciate all your support, for real. I really do. All right, adios.